So hello again. My name is Maureen Nightingale from Yoga Therapy Ireland, and I'm delighted that this is my second yoga class to share with you. And today I thought I would like to share some flowing sequences with you so that over the space of the short time that we spend together, that we can take out a small little chunk of these flowing sequences, do it on its own, or ultimately build up to do the whole lot together. So just as a reminder again, if you're practicing yoga, if you're new to the yoga practice, to always remember to listen to your body, to take things slowly, to take things mindfully. Pay attention to your breathing always. That's your guide, your anchor, and it will keep you mindful and peaceful. So we'll begin this short session by lying down on the floor. And as we lie down on the floor, we're just going to lie initially with the legs stretched out and have a little stretch. So we lie completely flat in a straight line, just stretching out the body fully, flexing the feet for a second, and then just take the arms up and back beyond the head, interlace the fingers, stretch the heels away, extend the palms away, and really just enjoy that feeling of lengthening through your body. When you've taken a breath there, lower your arms back down, and then we'll stand the feet on the floor. So once you stand the feet on the floor, you'll feel how the back of your waist moves a little towards the ground. So this is quite safe, quite secure, very stable feeling in your back. So we'll inhale and lift the arms once again beyond the head, just as far as you can. And we'll exhale, bring the arms forward, bend up the right knee towards the chest. Give a little squeeze in towards your tummy. Inhale, lower the foot, take the arms back, and we'll do that to the other side. Exhale, bending the left knee in, giving the leg a little squeeze in towards the body. Inhaling, taking the arms back and standing the foot down. And we'll just repeat that once or twice to either side. And the intention is not so much to squeeze very hard, but just to have a sense of connection between your thigh and your tummy. So last time, each side, breathing out as you bring the thigh in and breathing in as you open up your body. So now let's see if we can take the arms back as before, and on your exhale, lift the 2 feet together and bend your 2 knees in towards your chest, and really feel how that flattens your back into the ground. And then let's gently stand the 2 feet back down, inhaling as you take the arms back. And once again, just bringing the arms forward, bending your 2 knees up over your chest, and again just feeling the lower part of your back connect with the ground. We'll have a little roll from side to side now, just feeling that nice connection between your back and the floor. And then we'll stand the feet back down, and then just check that the back of your neck is still nice and long. And then when you inhale the next time, we're going to see if we can just lift the hips and the back of the waist and the back of the spine up off the ground just as far as you can. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly lower yourself down in reverse. And you're going to do this maybe twice, 3, 4 times more, just with your own breath, inhaling as you lift up and exhaling as you slowly release down. And as your back warms up and gets accustomed to what you're doing, it'll lift maybe a little bit more. And you'll feel how your back is arching up off the ground, which is quite nice. And then on the exhale, you're lowering yourself down. So this time as you inhale and you peel your spine up, you're going to lift the arms as well and take them back to the floor beyond your head. Keep your toes on the ground. Exhale, lower your arms and your spine together. Let's do that again. Inhaling, pressing down into the feet. Lifting the spine, lifting the arms. And exhaling, lowering the spine, lowering the arms back down. And we'll do that one more time, inhaling, lifting the spine, lifting the arms, just up as far as you can with comfort. And exhale and lower yourself back down. As you lower down this time, see if you can bend your knees up over your chest. Hug your thighs in. If you want to lift your head up, you can lift your head up and make yourself into a tiny little ball. We'll do that one more time just to put the sequence together. Feet down, head down, inhale, press into the feet, lift the arms, take them back, lift the spine up as far as you can. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Bend up your knees over your chest, lift your head up, little ball. And then slowly ease your 2 feet back down to the ground. Step the feet out to the width of your mat. Relax your arms away from your sides. On your exhale, lower your 2 knees over to your right. Turn your head to your left. Let's take a breath or 2 there. Feel that nice openness in the left side of your ribs. Gently inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, lower your 2 knees over to the left. Turn your head to the right. And again, feel that openness down to your right ribs. And then gently come back up to the middle. And let's again bring the knees up over the chest. We'll do another little rock. Just pressing the backbone gently into the floor. And then just take your time rolling over onto one side. Use your hands to help yourself up and around. And when you come up and around, you're going to come around to sit on your feet if that's a comfortable position for you. So as you sit onto your feet, just get comfortable. You might need a little cushion or a little block or a little blanket in between your bottom and your feet for comfort, but perhaps you won't. So just take a moment here and then we'll see if we can start to move now into a slightly different sequence from this perspective. So we're going to take our hands into the prayer position in front of the chest and we're going to sit up as tall as we can. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to fold forward and down over your thighs. Inhale, we're going to come up onto the hands and knees and tuck the toes underneath. And on your exhale, you're going to lift your hips up into the air as high as you can. On your exhale, lower your knees gently to the floor, release your feet, sit all the way back, curl down over your legs. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, bring the palms of your hands together and down to your chest. Let's take a breath before we do that again. So we'll inhale and lift the arms up, nice stretch up the front of your body. Exhale, fold forward and down over your legs. Inhale, up onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into the air as high as you can. Exhale, lower your knees, release your feet, sit all the way back. Inhaling, lift the arms up overhead. Exhaling, bring the palms of your hands together and down to your chest. So we'll take that a little further now in a moment, but in between times, we're going to have a look at cat stretch, and we did cat stretch together the other day. So we're just going to have a look at that again. So we come to our tabletop position and we remind ourselves that tabletop position is a really nice anchor position where we can just align our joints. So we have our wrists underneath our shoulders, we have our knees underneath our hips, and then our feet are relaxed, resting behind rather than having the toes turned under. So just rest the fronts of your feet. Just have a little sway of the hips there for a moment. And then when you've done that a little, see if you can just circle your hips a couple of times in one direction, just really encouraging the whole body to engage with this. And then when you've circled one direction, can you circle the other way? So in cat stretch is a really nice movement for your spine. It really gets great rippling action, if you like, into your spine. Really opens up all the vertebrae. So it's based on a pelvic tilt, which is literally a tilt of your pelvis one way and a tilt of your pelvis the other way. And so that's the essence of the movement, but it causes this really nice arching and rounding of the back when you follow it through. So just have a look and then I'll talk you through it once or twice and then we'll take it a little bit further. So on the inhale from your straight, nice long back, we'll inhale and tilt the pelvis one direction so that your chest begins to open. And you can look ahead a little bit. And then on the exhale, you tuck the pelvis in the opposite direction, tilt the pelvis the opposite direction, round your upper back and allow your head to hang down. Let's do that again. Inhaling, tilting the pelvis one way, chest opening up, looking ahead a little bit, relax your shoulders. Exhaling, tilt the pelvis the other way, rounding your spine, allowing your head to hang down. Once more, inhaling, arching your back, opening your chest, looking ahead, exhaling, rounding your back, letting the head hang. So we're just going to make that a bigger movement now. So it's the same action on your pelvis and your tail end and your spine in general, but it's just a more flowing movement. We call it moving cat. So we'll inhale again, arching the spine, opening the chest, looking ahead, exhaling, tilting the pelvis the other way, rounding the spine, sending the hips back towards the feet. Elbows come down onto the floor this time, and we take the chest forward as far as you can keep your elbows down, then lifting the elbows again, rounding your back, hips moving back, elbows to the floor, chest forward to give you that nice arch in your back. And then rounding the spine once more, and this time when you sit back completely if you can. Leave your arms extended forward. We'll take a breath here, and then we'll just very gently walk the hands over to one side. So I'm doing it over to my left at the minute, so it's opening up the right side of my body. We'll walk the hands back to the middle, and then we'll take the hands over to the opposite side, opening the opposite side of the body. Really nice stretch down along the side body. Then we'll walk the hands back to the middle, and we'll once again come up onto all fours. So this time when we're on all fours, we're going to see if we can extend the right leg back, the left arm forward and balance just for a second, and then lower the hand and the knee back down. And then we'll inhale and lift the left leg up, and we'll extend the right arm forward. And again, we'll balance just for a breath and slowly bring the limbs down. And then you're going to do that once or twice more on each side, with the intention of keeping your hips level, keeping your body straight. So you're lifting one arm and the opposite leg up. If by any chance you happen to do the same side, which often people do, you may feel a little bit wobbly, but that's okay. Just revert back to opposite sides, because then you're working the two sides of your brain. So when you have done that nice, what we call tiger balance, a couple of times to either side, then we'll just take a moment just to sit back again on the feet. And this time what you could try and do is tuck the toes under and sit back on your heels, and just feel how that stretches out your toe joints. Sometimes if your toe joints are very tight, or they're kept in shoes as we keep them all the time, the toes and the joints of the feet can be a little tight when you stretch the feet like this. But if you take a breath or two into it, the toes will begin to ease out. So when you're ready then, again we'll come back onto all fours. Replace your hands so that your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. We're going to take a step out to the side now with the left foot for the moment. We'll take the left arm out to the side just to shoulder height to begin. And then if you're comfortable, we're going to lift that left arm all the way up and turn the head. And then we'll slowly bring that left arm back down, but then we'll step back with the left foot, tucking the toes under first, and then just allowing that back heel to extend away. So you're opening the back of that left knee, chest forward. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the back foot all the way down onto the floor fully. We'll move very slowly to lift the left hand off the ground altogether, turning the belly forward. And then if it suits, we lift the left arm straight up into the air. And if you want to go further, you can take that left arm beyond your head so that you're really extending down the left side of the body. And then we'll slowly bring that left hand to the floor, releasing the left foot altogether, bringing the knee back down. And for the moment again, just sitting back on the feet, just very briefly. Relaxing the head down between your arms. And again, when you have taken a breath or two there, we'll do that through on the opposite side. So I'm just going to turn around so that you can see what I'm doing. And then we replace our hands again so that our wrists support our shoulders, our knees are under the hips. And then we'll take a step out when you're ready to the right with the right foot. Toes are forward, foot is flat on the floor initially. And then we'll extend the right arm out just to shoulder height. And if you want to go further, you open the belly all the way around and lift that right arm up just to where you can. And then we'll gently take that right hand back down. Step back with the right foot, tucking the toes under, stretching the heel away to open the back of the knee. And then we'll bring the foot down fully onto the ground. So take your time, foot down fully onto the floor, left hand then into line with the left knee. Slowly lift the right hand, turn the tummy forward. So be aware of kneeling into the center of your left knee, and then when you're ready, as you turn the tummy forward, if you want to go further, you can extend the right arm up. And if you want more still, you can extend the right arm beyond your head. And then slowly release the right arm down, take it to the floor, bring the knee down, bring the foot down, sit back on your heels, extend the arms out in front, relax. When you have extended the spine like this for a breath or two, then we'll take the arms back alongside. Take them alongside the calves and rest your forehead on the floor if you can. So when you rest your forehead on the floor, just taking a moment or two to pay attention to your breath and just feeling your breath moving in your body. So using your breath as your anchor, listening into it. When you're resting, even when you're practicing your yoga, your breath should be your guide. If your breath is anyway erratic or quick or uncomfortable in any way, always just take that moment to rest, whether you sit down or you lie down or you kneel down, whatever is the most suitable position for you. So we're just going to go back to our little flowing sequence there and add in 2 more postures, and then we'll see if we can do the whole sequence together. So going back to sitting on our feet, we'll take the hands into the prayer position at the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Take a normal breath in and out. And then on the next inhale, we'll lift the arms up, creating an openness in the chest. On the exhale, we'll fold forward and down over your legs. Inhale, come up onto the hands and knees, but this time we're going to take the chest forward slightly through the arms, tuck the toes under and lift the knees off the floor into plank. On the exhale then we're going to lift the hips right up into the air as high as you can. And then on the exhale we're going to lower the knees, release the feet and sit back on the heels. And we're going to inhale and lift the arms up overhead, bring the palms together and then down to the chest. Good. So one more to add in now. This time we're going to inhale and lift up onto the knees. Keep the hips forward as you bend slightly back. And then as you exhale, fold back down over your thighs, stretching the arms out in front. Inhaling up onto the hands and knees, take the weight forward through your arms, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, straight line from your head to your feet. Again, using the breath out, lift the hips right up into the air as high as you can, allowing your head to hang, and then reminding you that if you have any issues with your hamstrings or your knees or your lower back, bend your knees a little bit. On your exhale, lower the knees back down. Release your feet. Inhale, lift up onto your knees, hips slightly forward, bending slightly back. And then exhale, bring the palms together and down to your chest. Sitting back on the feet, taking a moment. So just one final breath here before we just put the whole sequence then together, just from this sitting position, sitting on the feet position. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up. On the exhale next time, lower the knees, release your feet. Inhale, lifting all the way back up to where you began. Exhale, bring the palms together and to your chest. Take a breath. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way forward through your chest this time. Tuck the toes under, lift your knees. Exhaling, lifting the hips up into the air. Inhaling where you are, exhaling, lowering your knees, release your feet. Inhaling, sitting back onto the feet, palms together, hands to your chest. Take a breath. And finally now, inhaling, lifting up onto your knees. Hips slightly forward, bending slightly back. Exhaling, folding down over your thighs, spreading the hands out. Inhaling up onto your hands and knees, tuck the toes under. Take the chest forward through your arms. Exhale, lift the hips up into the air as high as you can. Exhaling, lowering your knees, release your feet, sit back. Inhaling up onto your knees, hips slightly forward, spine bending back. Exhaling, bring the hands together, down to your chest. Sit still, or again curl back down over your legs, resting your forehead. If needs be, you can make your fists one on top of the other, or bring your fists one on top of the other, resting your forehead onto your fists. And you just stay in that curled up fetal type position until your breathing settles back to what is normal for you. So when you have completed that, whether it's all of it, a little of it, much of it, none of it, and you might have just chosen to sit and listen or watch, which is absolutely fine, listening to your body, I'm going to invite you to lie down just for a moment or two. So when you lie down on the floor, you lie down, again you can choose to lie with your legs out straight, allowing the feet to roll outwards to the sides, arms away from the sides, neck long, muscles of your face completely soft and relaxed. Or if you tend towards lower back issues, you can bend your knees and stand your feet on the ground and let your knees rest one against the other. And again, just relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, letting your tongue rest inside your mouth. And for you now, while you're there in that resting position, just lie still, pay attention to your breath as it flows in and out, listen to its sound, be aware of its rhythm, and just wait, literally just wait until your breath becomes what's normal for you, your normal day-to-day breathing rhythm. It would be quite important after having moved, again, whether it's little or much, to rest after the movement so that the body and the brain and the breath can be refreshed, can find energy, can find benefit from all of those movements. So for today, thank you for joining in the class. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's just bring the hands together in prayer position in front of your chest. And I wish you peace. Namaste.